Hey dudes, CI here. There's a lot of college talk going on these days. A lot of people just a few weeks away from their freshman year. Now, your college experiences won't be exactly like mine, but still, I think there's a few bits of wisdom that I can pass on. Take them or leave them. Here are 7 things you can expect when you head off to college. 1. You will get homesick at first. Homesickness genuinely sucks. It's real and it hurts. However, it will pass. Know that it will pass and don't let it ruin your experience. Don't spend all your time wallowing in it, thinking about home, planning to return home, thinking about how you could transfer schools so you could be home. If you spend all your time doing that, you'll completely miss all the wonders happening around you. Homesickness will pass. It always does. Enjoy where you are and what you are doing. 2. You will have opportunities to do some crazy stuff. I'm talking sex, drugs, alcohol, whatever. I'm not for a second going to tell you not to do these things. You should be open to new experiences and where they might take you. The one thing I will say is go into them safely. If you don't feel like drinking, awesome. Everyone loves a designated sober friend. If you do feel like drinking, awesome. Go slow. When you start getting buzzed, switch to water for a while. If anyone has a problem with that, ignore them. They suck. If you don't want to have sex, don't. If you do want to have sex, use condoms. Oh, and here's a good bit of advice. Don't follow that frat boy up to his room. In fact, don't even go to that frat party. I know they seem exciting, but bad things happen there. Rape, alcohol poisoning, getting roofied. Speaking of which, number 3, this is just one guy's opinion, but boys, don't join a frat. Girls, don't join a sorority. The Greek world is all about exclusivity. It's about we are better than those people over there. They're not good enough to be among us. I hate that. I prefer to be inclusive, to make people feel like they belong, that they are good enough. That's what I'm all about. And anyway, not all high school bullies go to college, but the ones that do join fraternities and sororities. Number 4, you'll live in a dorm as a freshman. In my opinion, dorms are friggin' awesome. It's a ton of completely random young people all thrown together. There's so many people to meet, so many conversations to have, bands to discover, experiences to have. Now, sophomore year, a whole bunch of people will want to move out of the dorms. They'll want to move into some apartment that seems cool but is actually cheap and run down. They'll talk about how they'll have more freedom there. They'll be able to have beer at their place, and they'll be able to have parties, and it'll be all grown up. Resist this urge. You have the rest of your life to live in a cheap, rundown apartment. A 25-year-old can live in a cheap apartment. A 35-year-old, a 45-year-old, they can all live in cheap apartments, but none of them can live in a dorm. You have just a few select years where you're allowed to live in a college dorm surrounded by young people with their new ideas, their new music, their new experiences. Embrace that. Take advantage of it. And anyway, your future best friend might be 2 years younger than you. Move out of the dorm, you might not meet them. Number 5, you will make friends. They may not be the first people you meet. Early on, you may make some sorta okay friends and then later not be friends with them, but that's totally fine. Befriend them anyway, because those sorta okay friends will allow you to meet other people. Maybe they're roommates or someone on the same hall with them or whoever. And maybe those people will be your forever friends. Or maybe they'll introduce you to someone, and they'll introduce you to someone. Just be open to all the people you run into and all the experiences you have a chance to do. You never know where those things and those people will lead you. Number 6, sadly, you will drift away from old friends. Yes, this is sad, but it is true. Some people that you adore now, you will continue adoring forever, but this is rare, very rare. Most people you know now, you will drift away from, and this is completely and totally normal. Are you still besties with all your best friends from 3rd grade? No, because you guys have changed. Why would it be any different now? And lastly, number 7, you will change, and this is a good thing. People should change. You'd think I'm the same person I was when I graduated high school? God, no, that would be so pathetic. So don't let that happen to you. Grow. Change, and expect all your high school buddies to do it too. Some people from high school you'll stay close with, but that number will get smaller and smaller as time passes. This is okay. You're growing and changing and becoming a new person. That's what you're supposed to do. This changing, this growing, It's a fabulous adventure. Embrace it.